bad.
You just need a taste of the sea.
True. So, let me set the scene a little bit. It is September. We have just arrived at the Boatyard. Boatyard is an interesting place. Like, kind of think of a graveyard, so to speak. A lot of boats that are put up for the winter, boats that have not seen the light of day or have not seen a human touch in quite a long time. There's Lucille.
Lucille is a Camper Nicholson 34.5 built in 1979 in England. She's a 34.5-foot fractional sloop racer cruiser with an 11-foot beam and an occasionally annoying 6-foot 1-inch draft. Admittedly, the biggest reason we bought her was the price, but it was also because after we examined her and did a lot of research, we truly believed in her potential as a blue water boat. Camper & Nicholson's is the oldest leisure marine company in the world, with a history dating back to 1782, and was a respected builder of production boats in the 1970s and 80s. Lucille is lucky hull number 13 of only 25 34.5s built. Several of these boats participated in the infamous 1979 Fastnet race, also known as the deadliest storm in the history of modern sailing, and all survived despite several knockdowns. We knew that this boat was built to be truly seaworthy, and even if she wasn't the prettiest in her current state, with a little hard work and TLC, she could take us anywhere we wanted to go.
So the first order of business was deciding what was top priority to get done in Lucille. We needed to get everything off of the boat. So we've gotten most things out of the interior of the boat. Right now it's shop vac time, which has turned out to be super fun. No sarcasm, just can get everything. And yeah, just a little before for you. Beyond that, it was pretty much up to Ben, because I didn't know what in the world we needed to do. I knew the engine was an important priority, but I was more interested in the aesthetics. So there was a lot to do. Nasty little mattress I want to get rid of. Just some nappy curtains. How's that hatch doing?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
What is that?
It's cesties. No, it's water. Okay, when we first got to the Boatyard, top of my mind, I think, was probably the engine. I think I mentioned this before we got there, like, always for me, that was the wild card. I knew that it ran. I had started it when we bought the boat, so I knew that it ran, but I knew nothing more than that, and I was concerned that if there were engine issues, you know, it's a 1980 Volkswagen Rabbit diesel in this boat, and I just knew that if we had engine issues, that could really derail this whole thing in a hurry. So that was my big concern and my big priority, and you know, we did ultimately have a few issues that we worked through, which you'll see eventually, but that was definitely what was top of my mind. And then, you know, just anything else that was related to whether the boat was seaworthy or not.
What do you think is frustrating you most at this point about the boat, Ben?
I was just saying that I want to know why there are so many sea cocks on it. So many holes in the bottom.
Night number 1 on the boat. Woo!
First night. Breaking her in, christening her. It's a huge mess because we basically set up camp outside at this point, and we took all of this stuff in. It's supposed to rain at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Which is great because I'll also get to learn where all the leaks are.
Yeah.
That I'll get to fix in the coming days. So.
Got a little fan set up in the companionway.
Yeah, we're trying to keep the mosquitoes out because the mosquitoes have been pretty
horrific. They don't bother Ben, but I am very much bit up.
They bother me only in the sense that I see them everywhere, but they don't seem to like me very much, which is pretty handy.
Yeah. You know, it's really coming together. It's starting to feel like our home.
Just as messy.
I gotta show you the bedroom. I'm sorry, the berth. as sailors say. Go back behind the stairs. Oh, look at this nice little homie. How cute is that? Our sheets from back home, cushions made by Mom, memory foam. We are high on the hog, dude.
Let's have a beer.
Cheers to the first night on the boat.
Cheers.
My beer. Yay! Ring-a-ding-ding! While plenty of people were willing to discuss visiting us in beautiful tropical places, our good friends Brandon and Carly were crazy enough to come apply some elbow grease in a dirty, mosquito-ridden boatyard. Now that's friendship. And with friends like these, it's never all work without some play. About this experience thus far is waking up every day and knowing that there's a lot to do, and maybe just sometimes being crabby. I was super crabby this morning and I knew it. It was my turn to paint and I didn't want to paint. I did a bad job, I thought. Went back to those darn floorboards that are taking forever to sand.
Did that cheer you up?
No. It's hard. It's hard doing this every day, but it's very gratifying when you see how beautiful it looks. Thanks, Ben.
2 coats of paint. She's almost ready for the water. I got the, oh, I can't flip on this thing. Got the new transducer for the depth finder, so I can now plug the large hole in the bottom of the boat. And once we've done that, and once we finish painting under the scaffoldings, under the jack stands, we got some engine stuff to do, but the boat should float after I get that transducer in, so hopefully we can get scheduled to get her splashed in a week or so. That will be very exciting.
Very thankful to have a patient husband for my crabbiness. We're getting there.
Sometimes I'm patient.
If you enjoyed what you saw today, please consider subscribing and sharing our YouTube channel, Stay Afloat Sailing. We can guarantee there's actual sailing in the future, not to mention original ICW karaoke hits, chicken impressions, and even a harrowing tale of Lucille's attack on Fort Sumter. Please subscribe and watch out for Lucille!